All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you've just joined us, you've joined us right on time because the first match of match day 1 at the Singlife Nations Cup 2025 kickstarts in about 10 minutes. Team Singapore there on court now with their pre-match huddle. The Isle of Man have completed their warm-ups and are getting ready to get their match started. In the meantime, I've been tasked to do a bit of a noise check right here at the OCBC Arena. So on the count of 3, I need you guys to make some noise for me. Just to make this fun, I'm gonna split you guys into 2 teams. Those of you who are here supporting the Isle of Man, and those of you who are here supporting Team Singapore. Now if you're ready, are you ready? Make some noise for Team Isle of Man. All right, not bad, not bad. Let's do it one more time. Let's make some noise for Team Singapore. That's more like it. Now all together, let's make some noise for some netball! Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. In a short while, I will welcome both the teams onto court and we'll have the national anthems to get through. So be sure to grab your seats and have your phones ready because I promise you this national anthem is going to be quite special.
Good afternoon and welcome to those who are just joining us for Game 1 of the Singlife Nations Cup. I'm Tamara Weatherburn and joining me in commentary is Shoes. Welcome.
Hello, so happy to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us, and of course we have both teams getting ready for the national anthem. We are about 7 minutes off the centre pass. Shoes, what can we expect from Game 1 today?
Wow, I think it's going to be really exciting. It's the first time Isle of Man is in this Nations Cup. And I mean, they have a huge improvement this year in the World Netball rankings. So I think they will be able to give Singapore a really good fight. But of course, Singapore, they have been in and out of training tours this year, preparing for this Nations Cups and also the upcoming SEA Games. So I'll be really keen to see how they are.
The stars of the show, starting with the visiting team, Team Isle of Man. When I call out their names, they will come into the center of the court, and I'd love for you to give them a warm Nations Cup welcome. This is your Team Isle of Man goal shooter, Alice Cross. Goal attack, Chloe Swallows. Wing attack and co-captain, Ashley Hall. Center, Rachel Johnstone. She's also co-captain. Wing defense, Rian Evans. Goal defense, Paige Macquarie. Goalkeeper, Zoe Kirkham. Head coach, Jane Lomas. Assistant coach, Nordia Masters. Team manager, Pip Cross. And team physiotherapist, Alex Johnston. All right, that is Team Isle of Man. It's now time for Team Singapore. Without further ado, first up, goal shooter, Amandeep Chahal. Goal attack and co-captain Tote Wei. Wing attack Angelina Lim. Center Rachel Ling. Wing defense and co-captain Ko Ting Fang. Goal defense Jamie Lim. And goalkeeper Rina Divya. Head coach Tara Steele. Assistant coach Dewi Zainal. Specialist coach Jenny Brazel. Team manager Po Liu Fang. Physiotherapist Ng Chuen Tai. There you have it, both the teams on court ready. Next up is the national anthem. At this point, I'd like to urge the crowd, if you are able, please rise and join us for the national anthem, starting with the anthem of the team Isle of Men. Thank you so much. That was the national anthem of Isle of Man.
Rakyat Singapura sama-sama menuju bahagia, cita-cita kita yang mulia, berjaya Singapura. Marilah kita bersatu dengan semangat yang baru. Semua kita berseru, majulah Singapura, majulah Singapura. Marilah kita bersatu dengan semangat yang baru. Semua kita berseru, majulah Singapura, majulah Singapura.
Wow. That's some way to set the stage for match one on match day one of the 2025 Nations Cup. Both teams are ready. We now invite them to exchange pre-match pleasantries because kickoff is a matter of seconds away. Not long before I call upon the umpire to come onto court, which will really signify the start of the match as well as the tournament. Remember, 6 teams competing for 1 crown. Team Singapore against Team Isle of Man.
And we are off with Ling taking the first centre pass for Singapore. Finds circle edge easily. And will we have the first shot of the game? No, we're finding a better position under the circle. And there it is. Singapore are on the board. That was a quick goal. Is that what we can expect from the Singapore team today?
Yes, I think they are focusing on that short, speedy, fast game that we're really used to and we're good at. So yeah, that is exactly what we want to do.
Absolutely. We'll be seeing much more of that from Singapore. And having played in a number of Nations Cups yourself, what are the athletes feeling in these opening moments of the game?
Oh, definitely lots of nerves. I mean, we have been training so hard for this, and I think to be able to put it into play and in front of your home crowd, I think it's amazing. And we have so many people, so many supporters here today. So good.
Very special, and the crowd is electric here. The stadium is full. The opening ceremony was a fantastic start to the Nations game, and Singapore have collected a rebound here, an opportunity to make it 2-0. A long ball, John, well done. That was beautifully collected, and a second goal on the board. Opportunity to make it 3. Beautiful circle edge. And makes no mistake. That is some calm shooting early on from Singapore. Isle of Man, oh, just a little bit of a misplaced ball. Perhaps a few nerves there. Umpires are just setting the play, and they'll look to take control early in this first game of the Nations Cup. Isle of Man, just another misplaced pass, unfortunately, as it pops over the back line.
Rina and Jamie really did some good work there. Rina kind of went on hands over and then fell back into a 2-on-1, which really forced the error.
Absolutely, some excellent defensive pressure we've seen early from the Singapore Vanders. And just a turnover there. Isle of Man, opportunity to see their first points on the board. Mid-court's doing a lot of work, being forced high early from that fantastic defensive pressure. We just spoke of it. Oh, nearly collected that one. Is that a defensive structure that we can see from the Vanders?
Yes, and I think they're working that defensive footwork really well. They're not stopping. They're actually dictating and making sure that things they're hunting, they are going on hands over, they're going on 2-on-1, things like that. Lots of things happening.
And nearly a gain for Kirkham, who we can see on the screen now for Isle of Man. She just managed to get a tip from that beautiful shooter-to-shooter pass that didn't quite come off, but Singapore were able to convert. Contact here. Isle of Man will be looking to find circle edge. Nearly another collection for Singapore. Swinging across the circle. Gee, they're making it hard in there early in this game.
It is, and I think Jamie and Rina are doing such a great job on making the mid-court actually second-guess their passes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Long ball. Beautiful entry. Tote finds another goal on the board for her team. Johnston gets the centre pass underway. Reset. Their captain Hall in wing attack, doing a lot of work out the front. Trying to open up the circle, resetting again. They're having to handle the ball a lot out there. Swing ball across, bounce to the top, and it finally opens up. And there we go, another goal for Isle of Man.
There's great patience from the Isle of Man's team.
Absolutely, some great patience there. They're starting to find a bit of rhythm, withstand that pressure. Long ball just through the hands. And we have a throw-in on the goal line. Looking long, and Vander's doing a great job of finding that defensive... Loose ball, it will be a throw-in to Singapore. A little step in, passes off. Beautiful triangle work to just get a better position. Tote passes off. And another one. The crowd is going wild. They love to see it, supporting their home side here. Is this common to get such a great crowd out to see the Singapore team play?
Yeah, I think we have really good support at home, and everyone is like, whenever there's a game at home, we love to hear all these cheers, and it just becomes our 13th player.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it, and certainly there's been a lot of media advertising this Nations Club, and the Singapore community have well and truly got behind their team. Looking long, just bounces off and collected by Kirkham. She's having an impact early for Isle of Man. Connects to Johnson, looks long, and picked up by Kaur. That was beautifully read. And of course, having been a Singapore Vanders player yourself, you'll be familiar with a lot of these players and their playing styles. Is there anyone in particular that you're really excited to see out on court today?
Oh, I'm really excited to see Angelina.
Yep.
This is her first game after a 1-year break.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and I think it's just amazing to have her back.
Absolutely, and welcome back, Angelina. She was focusing on career, I believe, and for the majority of the Singapore team, they also balance full-time netball with full-time work and or study. Just how important is it to find a good life balance to be able to perform at your peak at a tournament like Nations Cup?
Oh, there are definitely a lot of sacrifices that we have to make. Yeah, but having a good team and squad like this with so much support is good. I mean, in the team, we support each other. We know what everyone is going through, balancing lots of things, and just coming here every training to just switch on and be the best we can be.
Absolutely. I bet it feels worthwhile when you hit a goal like that and the crowd goes crazy.
Yes, and I really love the connection between Tote, Chahal and Angelina. They have played in the same club before as well, and they are still playing there. That's why you can see that chemistry going on there.
That's the same club locally in the Singapore League? Who do they play for?
They play for the Snickers Netball Club.
Excellent. And who have you played for?
I have played for Lab 10, yeah, which is the same club that Rachel Ling is in.
Ah, excellent. It's great. You're so familiar with all these players, so we're going to get some excellent insights into Team Singapore. Little tip just goes out. Evans with the throw-in. Connects to Macquarie. Oh, just in each other's space a little bit there. Just wiping the sweat off her hands as she gets ready to take the throw in. Oh, beautiful display of athleticism there. Ling just jumping across the edge of the circle. Singapore with the center pass. Underway. Quick connections. That baseline drive is absolutely beautiful. She is working that goal line beautifully.
Yeah, I love her pre-movement, her zero-phase preparation, because she's somehow always on ball side, which makes it so easy for the feeders.
And Chahal, not the tallest goal shooter typically, so using her agility down in the goal third, is that something that makes her so effective down there?
Yes, and she's just not afraid to shoot from anywhere as well, which makes it so hard because defenders typically want to just push the shooters out, further out into the to the circle edge, right? But if you push her out, she's just going to shoot from there, and that's what makes her so hard to stop.
Absolutely, and we saw Cross hitting a goal, and then we panned to the Isle of Man support team, and
what a pinpoint pass from Angelina between two defenders, but would have been good if it finished with a shot.
Didn't come off this time. Isle of Man, cross-court ball. Looking to send it down quickly. Little reset, showing that patience again. Swing ball. Oh, and cross opens up. No, it's spoiled by the Vanders. Excellent defense we're seeing from them early on. Rena, ball in hand, looking for her options. Working the ball down court, through the middle corridor, looks long. Beautiful circle edge drive. Quick burst of speed, finds herself under the post. And sinks another one.
Oh, man.
Isle of Man, centre pass. Goes to back up. Next with Hall. And finds Cross under the post. Now, Cross is actually here with her mum, Pip Cross, who is the team manager and the president for Isle of Man. So beautiful family connection. A little bit late there from Tote. Just collects Evans. And I'm sure we will see plenty of that across the Nations Cup. Players putting their bodies on the line. Just manages to tip that. Quickly down the court. Finds top of circle. Good hands from Kirkman, but it doesn't bother the Singapore Vanders. The scores are 12-7, Singapore up with 3 minutes and another one for Rena. Doesn't quite pull it in. Need to really see her take that with two hands, pull that in. Great take from Swales. Just bounces off and a beautiful rebound there. Progressing down court. I love that middle drive. She's so diverse with her movements. Cut along the baseline, open up through the center of the court. What can't she do?
Yeah, I think it's the timing of the timing of connection with the Singapore Vanders team that's really putting them ahead at the moment. They are using one or two passes to get there, compared to Isle of Man, who are stringing the ball left and right the court, which gives a lot more opportunities for the Singapore team to hunt.
That's it, and seeing Singapore settle into this match early in the first quarter. Oh, looking long, it's opened up, cross under the post. Sinks another shot. A minute 40 left in the opening quarter. Singapore showing that direct style of play. Looks long. We've got the drums. We have the support here from the local community who are well and truly behind the Singapore Vanders. Rena being a pest in goalkeeper, showing why she has earned that starting keeper bib. Are there any key matchups you're seeing early out on court?
Well, I think Johnston, who is the co-captain of the team, she's one of the most experienced in the team, versus Rachel Ling, who, well, is kind of experienced, still young, getting there. Yeah, so I think it will be good for the mid-courts, because I think they are the real connections in linking up all the plays. Yeah, so if we can stop either, that would be, yeah.
A little bit of a battle of the centers. And another goal. 20 seconds left. Opportunity for Singapore to make it 16 before the end of the first quarter. Another long shot. Just bounces over, tries to gather the rebound, but it is in the hands of Kirkham on the goal line. And that's it for the first quarter.
There you have it at the end of the first quarter. It's Team Singapore who lead 15-11 against the Isle of Man.
So 15-11 the way of Singapore in this first quarter of the first game. Can see a few highlights popping up. Some beautiful shooting from the shooters from both teams. Who's impressed you so far?
I think definitely Amandeep. I think she's really done the work to make her the midcourt's job really easy, just to make sure they connect the ball to her and she just pops the ball in, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. And we talked about the diversity of her movements, able to work that goal line, pop up through the middle and open it up, and as you said, just make the mid-court's life much easier. But how great have the mid-courts been as well, finding the circle edge, working the ball down there quickly. And conversely for Isle of Man, who stood out for you there?
I think definitely Cross. Yeah, I think she's
in that goal shooter position.
Yeah, she's the main kind of shooter that's trying to put up the shots at the moment. So as we can see, the Singapore defenders are always on her. Yeah, so that's a tough job, but she's still strong and trying to adapt to different plays to make sure she's available.
Absolutely. Once I think Isle of Man settled in, it certainly evened up this first quarter. Lots more to come. We've got 3 quarters to go. 45 minutes of netball in this opening game. We'll be back very soon. Welcome back. We are here for quarter 2 of game 1 of the Nations Cup, Singapore versus Isle of Man. 15-11 to the way of the host nation. And we are underway. Shoes, what do we need to see from Isle of Man to start to bring this margin back a bit?
Well, I think really direct connections. Yeah, like I said, just in quarter 1, there were too many swing balls that the Singapore vendors were really looking out for, and they were challenging quite a bit, especially the cross-court passes. So direct connections from Isle of Man in the attack, and I think they'll be able to find the goal really well.
Absolutely, and we'll be looking very closely to see how that progresses. We can see a full court press now, a zone defense from Isle of Man, but Singapore know what to do. They look long over the mess. Quickly down court, as is their style. Under the post, and another one for Singapore. 16-11 is the score. Ball in hand of Singapore. Finds Tote. Oh, and just Kirkham again, nearly with the opportunity to get an intercept for her side. We're just looking across the court to see if there have been any changes.
And that's a win for Isle of Man. I think they kind of realized what kind of pattern the Singapore team is playing. So yeah, they're just contesting this now and getting success.
Swing ball. Bounce pass in.
But kind of worked for them this time because there was a direct connection after the swing. Yeah.
So just maybe a little bit of timing change on that open to the swing ball. Looks over. Seems to be working for them at the moment.
Yeah, I think what's different from this quarter to the previous one is that they are actually finding the triangle with the swing ball instead of swinging, and there's kind of no options at the moment.
Singapore looks long. Doesn't quite pull that one in. So for Isle of Man, we have Harris into the goal shooter position and Swales into goalkeeper, replacing Kirkham, which means we now have both Swales sisters on the court. That's Natalie and Chloe. How special it is to be representing your country. We've got a few family pairings in the Isle of Man team. Looks long, doesn't quite pull that one in. Singapore transition down court, making their way through the middle corridor. Swales shows why she's now got the nod in that goalkeeper position. Tim Marshall just on screen. The umpire closest to our side. He's certainly no stranger to international netball. He's here all the way from Australia for his first Nations Cup. He is internationally accredited and, of course, umpires in the SSN, the Suncorp Super Netball in Australia, where he gets to experience some of the best netball that Australia has. Oh, stepping call. I think she might have wanted something different there. That's okay. Back up and straight into it. And
super quick transition by the Singapore team.
just a little replay there.
Oh.
We can see the reaction to the call. Just how important is it to get back up quickly, to be resilient to calls that don't go your way?
Yeah, and it's going to happen throughout the game because, well, the umpires may see things different from out of court. And I think as players, our job is to just play on and do the best we can and to just keep executing the game plan we have. Yeah.
That's it, and it's a long week. Lots of netball to be played, and of course the umpires will be settling into their first game as well. Tim supported by Oranga Sathara, an A-badged umpire all the way from Sri Lanka. Fantastic umpire pool we have for this tournament, supported by the umpire advisory panel, led by Michelle Fippard from Australia, Yubi Ling from Singapore, and Joan Giuliani Catherine, also from Singapore, who are no strangers to the Nations Cup. They have both umpired here before. They know what it takes to umpire at this level, and will certainly be looking after their umpires throughout the week, providing feedback, doing those allocations, making sure that they're looked after. They are an important part of our game, as we know. Isle of Man with the ball. Long transition. Just a little replay there. Harris with... we're looking for a rolling sub there. Isle of Man, unfortunately, just have the one set of bibs for the week, so they will need to have a quick moment just to make those changes. So did I miss a change at Singapore? So who have we got on now? Into the wing defence?
Yes, into the wing defence we have Yu Shuning coming in for Code and Cortin Fang going to the bench.
So a little opportunity for some fresh legs early in this second quarter. 21-15 is the score, the way of Singapore. Just over 8 minutes to go. And we've got some drums creating some excellent atmosphere. Singapore with the centre pass. Long shot. Isle of Man looks long. Little contact from Lim. Swing ball. Oh! Beautiful intercept. Can't quite find a teammate. Bodies flying everywhere in that circle. Steps in. Shots up. And another one for Isle of Man. Shoot a drive. Oh, well done pulling that one in. Just a little miscommunication on the placement of that pass. Contact call. Steps in, balances. And another one. Gee, she makes it look easy, doesn't she?
Yes. I think whenever she puts out the long shots, it's just like you hold your breath. Yeah, and when it just like swoosh in, it's just, whoa, that feeling is amazing.
And it's great to be able to have that sort of confidence in your shooters, knowing that they will get the job done. There they are, creating some atmosphere here at the Nations Cup. And of course, 2 games to go after this. Plenty of action.
Lots of swing balls here. That's already like 3 that were contested by the Singapore mid-court defense. Yeah, so I think Element really need to try and change it up with a bit of like ball side options as well.
Ball side and even maybe a fake to that swing ball to then see what they can do to open it up on court. Another one for Team Singapore. Just under 6 minutes on the clock before halftime. Contest. Able to gather that up. Paul, give and go, quick release. And contested well to pull in that rebound. Down court. Shooning with the ball. Finds Lim. Bounce pass in. It's a long reach on that shot, but doesn't bother Tote. Cool, calm, and collected in that goal attack position.
And that you expect of a co-captain, actually.
Absolutely. We've gone the backup option at the center pass, down the sideline, connected in with our shooters, and another one. On screen, the Singapore team officials, led by Tara Steele, someone who I'm very familiar with, having a bit to do with her in Australia. She was, of course, a coach in the Australian Pathways. Her mentor, Jenny Brazel, also on the bench with her this week, and she'll be leading a coach's workshop, which is just fantastic to be able to access the wealth of knowledge that she has as a coach. Of course, she is the Sunshine Coast Lightning assistant coach in the SSN League in Australia. You can see them on the bench conversing, no doubt, talking tactics.
Looking at stats. Yep, patterns.
Absolutely, working out what it is they need from their players, who of course are off to a good start. Bit of a misconnection there. That's okay, they'll get straight back into defense. We can see wing defense, goal defense working together with some offline defense. Isle of Man looking long. Just bounces off. But Singapore too strong under the post with those rebounds. Long just goes out. Perhaps maybe just need to settle on transition now. Coming into halftime, they'll want to maintain this lead they have.
Yes, and I would say that Isle of Man have actually really looked at how Angelina Lim is running into the pockets a lot for that first connection. So they have come out hunting a few times. So Singapore just have to change it up a bit, fake those balls, like you said, or have Amandeep just provide a middle option.
And of course, Lim in the wing attack role. We know wing attack is the key playmaker down in the attack end.
Oh, that was an offensive contact call against Chahal.
Unusual to see one of those, but certainly happens. Isle of Man looking to take advantage of this opportunity. Led by their captain, Paul, in a wing attack. And another one on the board, looking for another rolling sub. Quick change of the bib. Spoils that connection there for Singapore. Throw in. Doing a lot of work out of the circle there. Finds toe. Beautiful shooting action she has. And another goal for Singapore. Minute 40 left as we head into the half time. Under the post, can't quite land that one, but they'll get another attempt here. And that's 27-20. Singapore with the center pass. Backup option. Quick give and go. Oh, a little bit of a trick pass there. I liked that.
But I think Tote was trying so hard to try and keep the ball in.
And she did a great job. And that change for Isle of Man before in the goal attack position. We see Becca Cook enter the court. See what impact she can have for her team.
Well, she's going to have had a good look at the game and know what her direct opponent and what the team is doing. So, yeah.
Long pass!
Yeah, that's what we're talking about,
loved
right?
it.
Yeah, because Angelina or Kaiwei, they do such great drives, and it really kind of, the defender is drawn to them, so it opens up Amandeep really well.
And the trust and confidence they have in each other to just let it go. And
that was
the clock
smart from
runs down.
Jamie.
Very smart. Singapore able to spoil Isle of Man's opportunity to try for another goal leading into halftime. The difference is 10. The scores are 30-20. And Singapore heading into the break with a good lead. I'm sure they'll be happy with that, but no doubt their coaching team will be asking for a little bit more from them. What can we expect from this second half here?
Well, I think both teams, this is their first time facing each other. Yeah, so there were lots to take back to the changing room during this halftime. And I think even in the second quarter, I think the defense from Isle of Man has already changed up quite a bit to counter what Singapore has in play. So I'll be really excited to see what they come up with on attack and defense to just ramp it up more.
That's it, another 30 minutes of netball here in Game 1 of the Nations Cup. Amandeep on the screen. She has been fantastic for Singapore. An absolute leader in attack, and the connections all the way down court have just been a joy to watch. If you're the coach for Team Isle of Man, what are you asking for from your athletes?
Well, I think movements, really. I think at some point of time, there's just one or two people moving to the ball or asking for the ball. So options, to just keep the Singapore defenders moving, and then you will create a bit more on attack.
That's it, and no doubt head coach Jane Lomas for the Isle of Man will be talking to her team about what it is she needs to see from them going into this second half. Supported, of course, by Nordia Masters, a excellent combination of coaches we have for Isle of Man. Halftime break. We'll be back very soon. And we're underway for the second half. No changes to Team Singapore. Did you expect that?
Yes, I did. I think they are connecting really well, and I think Tara, their coach Tara, still will be keen to see how they match up internationally with fitness as well.
That's it, and it's so important to be able to run out the full 60 minutes in these big matches. Equally, we have a long week of netball ahead, and depth across the bench will be important for all teams. Penalty. Oh, spoiled. Great defensive work there. Picking up that bounce pass.
Oh, that was a win by Rachel Ling.
She is tenacious in defense. Has been a workhorse for her team. And they're able to convert that hard work into another goal. Talking about hard work, Xu Ning has come on and just done a great job in that wing defense. Oh,
And Rachel Ling again.
the mid-court, they are workhorses.
Yes, and I think just what impresses me about this Singapore team is that the transition from attack to defense is so quick, and I think it just helps the defenders at the back to be able to hunt, to be able to read the game a lot more.
Center pass. A little bit of a contact there over the line. Or a bump, I should say. Oh, beautiful goal line drive. An impressive part of her game. Beautiful timing, beautiful agility. Isle of Man. Goes back, resets, doesn't like the forward options. Little ball over.
Just a lot more movements from the Isle of Man team now. They're swinging the balls, and as soon as they do, they pass and cut or pass and create another option, which is great.
And a few changes for them. We've seen their co-captain Johnston go to the bench. Hall has replaced her in centre, coming across from wing attack. And Hattersley has come into that wing attack position. Let's see what the fresh legs of Hattersley can bring into this lineup. Takes a little bump, gets on with it, quick connection in, finds Cook. And is able,
It's a hell ball.
held ball.
Did not expect that.
Oh, just the speed of Lim on her release of pass, quick step straight into her next movement, able to just front cut her player, creates the space down to circle edge, showing why she is an important part of this attacking lineup. Little reset to get a better position. Coming deep. Another goal to her name. Defense working the ball. Little pop up the middle from Hattersley. She's injected well into this second half. Swing. Oh, two players down. It's okay, they're both back up, checking in on each other. Long shot. Collected by the strong hands of Lim. Rena connects to Lim. Long ball. Just leaving the circle open there. Toe on a hold.
contact goalkeeper. Outside the circle. Put the goalkeeper now, Jess.
We've got a 2-on-1. They take advantage of that.
Singapore.
And we see the scores 37-21. Little dodge over the line. Ling. Oh, what a take on the fingertips. She had that.
Yeah,
Very impressive.
and behind her defender,
Behind the defender.
she's not the tallest player in the circle.
And look, it's not the tallest shooting circle,
Yes.
but they use that to their advantage. Sometimes just sneaking behind in that backspace. They don't shy away from a contest though, using their agility, well-timed movements to create beautiful space. Isle of Man, Cook with the goal.
We're seeing a change from the Singapore team as Tote Kaiwei goes to the bench and Go Wei Ping comes on. Well, we're seeing the physio trying to check on Tote.
A little niggle, do we think?
Hope not.
Hope not. Seems to be okay. Just having a look at the replay there. Oh, beautiful
Good
take from the co-captain.
And we were just talking about her over the break.
An experienced player, Ashley Hall, 44 caps to her name. So impressive to co-captain your country alongside Rachel Johnston, 43 caps to her name. What an experienced combination. Just what you want in your leadership group.
Yes, and they are also the workhorse of the team in the midcourt.
And I think conversely, Hattersley, 2 caps to her name. So this is making it 3. How exciting for the 24-year-old and having a great impact in this game.
Yeah, and she's really provided lots of movements in the midcourt. Yeah, just that fresh legs really work for them because like lots of different movements in the attack. She's able to drive while maybe sometimes hold a bit on the circle edge. Yeah, and the shooters are always finding her.
And so important to have different styles and combinations that you can put out on court in a tournament like the Nations Cup because, of course, lots of different styles that we're going to see across the week from the different teams. So being able to have some impact players that can come on and just change things up just shows why netball is a team sport and everyone has their role. Another opportunity here for goal. Doesn't quite drop in. Great positioning from the defenders, getting that inside position, blocking out the shooters, strong down court. Plenty of options there. Moving it on quickly. Ling, great release. And the stepping call. Just didn't quite have her feet set. Beautiful take from Hall through the middle. Progressing down court. Isle of Man using their defenders to reset the ball. Doesn't quite work in this instance, and Singapore have the ball. Connecting quickly down court.
So it's a bit of clash on the baseline.
Yeah, both shooters wanting that same area. Smart from the midcourt. Took the opportunity to reset. And the confidence on the shot. Another goal for Singapore. We've got lots of support in the house. We have plenty of Team Singapore athletes. We also have some schools here supporting Team Singapore. Just sending sandwiched there under the post. No love lost. International netball. You have to take every advantage you can get. Smart play just to hold strong, keep her position. Beautiful feed from Hall.
Good timing to just find the back defender and open up their front space with the goal attack running the goal line.
And another substitution here for Isle of Man. Change through the centre. And what you can see on screen is just the transfer of the captain's armband. International rules, of course, the captain is identified by the armband in this tournament.
So interestingly, in the Singapore, on court for Singapore, Rachel Ling is wearing the armband.
Yeah.
Because both co-captains are not on court.
Yep. Just shows the experience of this Singapore side. So I believe that means Rachel Johnston must be back on. Just having a look on screen. Yes, back into centre. We welcome her experience at this international level. Ling so strong. Taking the ball in. A little step in here. The pass off. Good shooter to shooter option. And the drums have continued throughout this entire game. We have some cheers from the crowd.
So we have Ije coming in for Angelina at the wing attack position and Michelini coming in the goal defense position for Jamie Lin.
And both two very experienced players in their own right. Misha with 32 caps under her belt. A talented defender. And probably a familiar combination as well in this defense end. Go, steps in, repositions. And nails it. High ball, just over the reach of Rena. Chasing down another rebound. She has been impressive under the post.
She has, and the rebounding position, her hands, her switch-ups, like manning up on her own and then trying to go for Hans. That's been impressive, and that just shows how the last man of any team, should work like.
So crucial. Taking their time, looking for a good option down court. It opens up. Amandeep tries to sneak it in a little closer. And 61 caps to her name at the young age of 25. How impressive. Also studying her PhD at the moment. She's a performance analyst. Such an impressive group of athletes across both teams. No doubt many more we'll see over the course of the 3 games tonight. And the assistant coach, Nordia, loves it. She's standing up, cheering on her team.
Must be a game plan well executed.
Supported as well by their physiotherapist, Alex Johnston. And another shot for Isle of Man. Just over a minute left in this third quarter. The scores are 43-29. Singapore just pushing that margin. Have injected some fresh legs. No doubt will want to keep increasing their lead. Going into this fourth and final quarter of the opening match of the Nations Cup. A replay call as Misha hits the floor. No worries, she's straight back up. Beautiful outstretched arms on that take. Go. Finds another goal to her name. You can see the last 10 goals on the screen. Oh, Misha down again. Straight back up. Oh. And a turnover there. Isle of Man opportunity. Well read, great ballads. So impressive.
And the ball handling from Amandi at the moment. Wow.
So impressive, and what a way to end the third term. The crowd is loving it. What a fantastic start to the Nations Cup.
Over the team Isle of Man.
As we look to the highlights for this third term, some beautiful shooting from both sides. Who has impressed you in this third term? Has anyone stood out? Any of the impact players that have come off the bench?
I think Hattas Lee, yeah, she has come off the bench really well and injected some energy into the mid-court for Isle of Man, and I think her movements just open up the play a lot more for Isle of Man. Yeah, and I think with Swells in defense, she's managed to be able to hustle the shooting end of Singapore, and she's managed to come up for more hunts, which I think just put some doubts into the attack spine.
Yeah, very impressive start to their competition, Isle of Man, and couldn't agree more. Hattersley has certainly injected something into that attack end that I think that Isle of Man were missing out there. And as we said, this is her third cap, so what an impressive start from a youngster. Some talent and support around her, no doubt, to allow her to come out there and play her best netball in these Nations Cup. And we can see the Isle of Man team getting around. Some beautiful defensive work from Singapore to bring out the close of this third quarter. We'll be back very shortly. And the lookalike cam getting some cheers of joy from the crowd here in the break. Just how exciting is it to be hosting all of these teams here in Singapore? Absolutely fantastic. And we know that the team at Singapore Netball have done a brilliant job organising this event and have really elevated it. And you can just see from the enjoyment of the crowd, the way that they're getting behind Singapore and the Nations Cup. It's just such a fantastic event to be at. Quarter 4 underway, 46-30. Singapore, strong start. Isle of Man, no doubt, will be looking to reduce this margin.
And you can see some new faces on court for the Singapore team.
New faces.
Yep, so Lee Pei-Shan is on as goal shooter, and Amandip has moved into the goal attack position, with Goh Wei Ping going into the wing attack position and Yi Jie moving to the center position, and Ting Fang coming back on as wing defense.
So much diversity they have in this Singapore side. Isle of Man, great look from Rena. I like that she's still attacking those balls, having a look at opportunities for intercepts outside the circle. Very clever on her timing. This instance doesn't pull off, but no doubt throughout the week that will be a staple for her. Singapore just settling into this new lineup, finding their rhythm. Turnover there, Isle of Man, opportunity to convert. They race down court, quick transition here. We can see the starting wing attack center combination back on. Going back to their co-captains. Long ball through the middle of the court. Ah, beautiful. Another goal on the board for Singapore. Into defense. Strong defensive structure that they're setting up at their center passes. Misha collects the ball for the throw-in. Give and go. Connection through court. Looks high. And another one on the board for Singapore, 49-31, with the center pass. Contact call. And a smart screen from Singapore just to open up under the post with that 2-on-1 situation.
Smart from Rina and really good chase on that as it came off out of man's legs. So it's a Singapore throw-in.
As they race down court. Very agile from such a tall shooter.
Yes, and Patience, this is Patience's first injection into international game after an injury to her back.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it's
surgery as well. So,
Yes.
so impressive to be back on court.
and so agile.
So agile. And of course, Patience sitting at 69 caps. So much experience in this Singapore side. Isle of Man. Little pop up the middle, bounce pass. Just see Singapore contesting everything. Some good one-on-one defense. And they're off. Oh, great work from Johnston. Just sneaks in, does the hard work to chase down the ball. Picks up another almost intercept. They did very well to keep control of that.
It was good timing from Cross to get on in front of Rina. Just be available.
Very good timing. She's certainly strong down there. Oh, Rina, oh, just collects a bit of friendly fire. Misha with the obstruction out of play. And another one to Isle of Man, 51-33. Just under 10 minutes of play left in this first game. Amandeep so good for Singapore this game. High five from the shooters. They've settled into this next shooting combination. Isle of Man resets. Tip from Misha. Off the hands of Singapore, so Isle of Man will take this throw in. Misha, I'm going to count her stacks now. that's 3.
Is there stats for this?
We'll give her some stats after the game, hey?
I think both shooting circles just kind of a semi-holding shooting circle at the moment, with Cross trying to be a bit doing a bit more holds instead of moving. So similar to Pei Shan, well, kind of holding to move in a sense. So the goal attacks role will be a big part here because they will need to do the movements to open up plays.
That's it, finding that balance between having an agile, moving goal shooter that can also hold. So important to make sure that they are on the same page, they can find those connections. Similarly for the mid-courts to be able to read on it, open, but an obstruction call.
We can see Angelina Lim warming up at the sideline in a wing attack position.
That's it, looking to inject, here she comes.
Oh, and an Isle of Man change as well.
Which will just take a minute while they change their patches. Singapore doing the same. Amanda goes to the bench. Just over 7 minutes to go. Contact call. Tim Marshall just resetting the penalty. Ball finds her shooters. I think that direct play that we've been looking for from Isle of Man has really started to work well for them. The combination of Hall and Johnston showing their experience out there, showing why they are the co-captains of the Manx Rams. Steps in, another shot. Each of these Singapore shooters just offering something different out there. Rena, there it is.
Yes.
There's that hunt she has been looking for. She's been setting herself up. What a beautiful clean intercept, and I'm sure we can see many more of those from her across the week. Balance, screen, very well done. Excellent execution. Rebound from Isle of Man. Singapore opportunity looks long. I reckon if you were near that goal, you could hear the swish on that one. That was a beautiful shot.
3-on-1 with Angelina Lim.
Yes.
She got through with a long pass.
Bit of creative flair to finish with the long shot. Pei Shan showing that she is more than a holding shooter. Can get on the move, sink those long shots. Very impressive. Rena with the throw-in, finds Misha. Back to Rena with the give and go. Double play down the court. Isle of Man implementing their zone again. So you can see their players are doing an offline defense, clogging up the space in that middle third. Singapore are smart, they know what to do. Finding a body to take away that illusion of space. And they work through it well. Shooter to shooter, finding a closer position under the post. Just under 5 to go. Singapore leading 59-35. Step around, swings the ball, looks to open up the shooters. Bounce pass out, which is collected by Johnston. Smart work on the edge of the circle and a roll. Quick transition. The mid-court just taking a minute to settle in. Hall smart reset, drives again, finds Johnston.
There's so much that Johnston is doing this quarter, and whether it's on attack or defense, and she's really lifting her side up.
Absolutely. Singapore with the ball. That quick transition we know and love. Circle edge. Isle of Man able to just spoil that feed into the circle.
It's a great hold from Peshan.
And she sinks another one. Isle of Man.
Another change.
Misha with the ball in hand. Just missing a patch there. A little bit of sportsmanship from Johnston, helping out Team Singapore. That's what it's all about. Go hard at the end of the day. It's a cliche if I say netball is the winner.
Yes. What happens on court stays on court, right?
Oh, great hands. Connections down court. Johnston just doing mountains of work. Finding ball, circle edge, cross under the post. Isle of Man teammates, they're up on the bench. They're reporting the hard work that they're seeing out of just a little bit high there. Rena with the throw in. Looks long, just a little bit crowded in this instance. Forces long, unfortunately just a bit too high. Patient, strong hands over the ball.
A great tip by Angelina, but still ends up with Johnston. It's a nice pop from Cross.
And you'll have to excuse me, we've got Becca Cook in wing attack for Isle of Man. Good injections into the game for both teams. That pass doesn't quite come off. Just a little bit of a low release. That in this instance doesn't quite hit its target. Can see our wing defense, goal defense combination sitting high on that transition, looking for opportunities. And Misha with the tip collected by her teammate. Exceptional connections down there in those goal defense, goalkeeper positions from both combinations that we've seen. We have 30 seconds left here in this first game. And how exciting has it been?
It is, and I think it's just exciting for both teams to be able to put on different combinations. Just good for the coaches to see what works, what doesn't, and what to do moving forward from this game, right? Because,
that's it.
Like you said, it's a long week.
A long week. The depth of your bench is so important in these competitions. Cross collects the ball, connects. Doesn't quite sink it to finish off game one. The crowd is going wild for Team Singapore, getting the first win on the board for the Nations Cup, 61 to 37. Singapore, the host nation, they will be happy with that. But how great were Isle of Man as well?
Yeah, I think they started a bit slow, but they actually ramped it up from the second quarter, and they were able to find patterns from Singapore's team's plays and be able to adapt their strategies from there, which was great to see. And I think the shooters really tried to change it up. I mean, Singapore defense circle, they were so good.
Weren't they just? And I think all combinations that we were able to see today brought something different to this first game. Oh, just the magic of the Nations Cup has come alive. It is so exciting to be here. We have 2 more games to go, so plenty more action in day 1 of the Nations Cup. We can see Patient on the screen now, showing her injection into the game, and her welcome back to the court has been very impressive. We know they did a little dress ceremony last night for her just to welcome her back. And the Singapore teammates applauding the efforts out on court. What a fantastic first game. I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit. Do you have a player of the match? Very unofficial, just for us commentators, but is there someone out there that you really enjoyed?
I think Rina Divya, yeah, she has really stepped up her game, and she was all over the shooters. And I think her ability to hunt and man on and to just inject something different to keep the shooters guessing, I think is just amazing.
And you're right. Right from the first whistle, she was on her player, looking for opportunities to hunt, getting excellent rebounding positioning, and gosh, I can't wait to see her rebounding stats. They were fantastic, and I'm sure we will see much more of those hunting opportunities from her throughout the week, of course created by the fantastic team defense that they are doing out there for Team Singapore. So as we have both teams leaving the court now, we are getting ready for the second match.
OCBC Arena match 1.
And we have our captains here for a quick word.
Of men. I've got 2 representatives from each team. Coming to you first, Ashley, how was that in terms of a taste of the Nations Cup? I understand it's Isles of Men's first participation in this tournament.
Yeah, that was tough, but we really enjoyed it. It was super fun. Nice playing against a new style and a new team.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like the fans enjoyed the action as well. Coming to you, Rina, always nice to kickstart a competition with a win, especially in front of a home crowd.
I mean, yeah, it's nice to have many home supporters here, but I think we can still improve on our game. Isle of Men gave us a really good fight out there.
Absolutely. Ashley, coming back to you, I know it's not polite to speak to a lady about an age, but you are 46 years old.
I am.
Yet here you are. Amazing inspiration to everyone out here. What keeps you going to come back?
My teammates, yeah, they encourage me, and I'll play as long as I can. Yeah.
Absolutely, that's so lovely to hear. Rina, coming to you, every touch, every cheer for Team Singapore was met by such loud cheers from the fans. How much does that mean to you, and how much does that spur you on?
I mean, usually I'm a player that drowns out the noise, but this time I could really hear every scream, for every intercept, everything, we could hear the crowd cheering and roaring. I think this is the biggest ever crowd we've had for opening games, so thank you to all the home supporters out here.
We promised you bigger, better, bolder. That's exactly what match day 1 has proved. Last thing I have you girls to do is to sign this match ball, and then we're going to toss it into the crowd. Let me take that ball over to you. All right, fantastic. Who's ready for a match ball? Here it comes along the way. All right, on the count of 3, we just toss it. We go 1, 2, oh, perfect. Ashley, Rina, one last thing I need you to do. One last thing. We've got a very special camera here. You might have seen it at tennis. Sign that camera. Thank you so much, ladies. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. I'll take that from you. Thank you so much. Plenty more autographs to come. Enjoy your recovery. Team Singapore, of course, will be meeting and greeting the fans right by the court, so be sure to stick around for that. In the meantime, OCBC Arena Singlife Nations Cup just getting started.
And of course, that final score, Singapore taking the win, 61-37. We've heard from Ashley Hall, the co-captain of Isle of Man, and so impressive to be playing at 46. Just shows the work that you can keep doing in this sport to stay at the top of your game. Just so impressive. Coming up, we of course have 2 more games. At 5 p.m. local time, we have Papua New Guinea versus Malaysia. 7 p.m. Kenya, the defending champions, take on Singapore A. So we will go to a break, but don't go too far because we will be back very soon with plenty more action.